Episode 9 with your LA Clippers started in the Magic versus Bird era. Let's see what we're running with the game plan right now. Alright, so Stockton, Jordan, Miller, Williams, Raja, King. I don't know exactly if King will be the back. Actually, he might be. Campbell, Mike Brown, Steve Kerr getting some backup minutes. All the minutes are pretty evened out, so I guess we're doing pretty good. Not really that deep though. Yeah, everyone's really doing their thing right now, so that's nice. Um, but is there anyone we're kind of considered trading? Steve Kerr, we could move on from. We probably get quite a bit out of him. Um, we didn't check free agency either. sometimes you can find some gems. Like Greg Anderson, he'd be our backup for sure. Dennis Rodman sitting there. If I could sign him, ooh. Roland Porter would be nice. But like someone young like J.R. Reed would be good. That'd be a nice contract to sign actually. If we can get him. He's young. Oh, he'll sign for a minimum. We gotta do that. So we're gonna sign him. Is there anyone else that we're kind of like, yeah, we need? Small forward is something that I would like to do something to, but there isn't really anyone there. Okay, now we have too many power forwards, so we're gonna move out of power forward. We'll probably move on from Dave Greenwood. You know what? We're gonna move from Mike Brown. We're gonna keep Greenwood. We could put Albert King into that too. Try to upgrade our small forward. We can just add Charles Thomas to that as well. Let's try to get something for 3 guys. See if we can get a little bit of an upgrade somewheres. We're getting some point guard offers, but that's pretty much it. No real good small forward offers. Let's take him out. Just do the 2. First, a young small forward. That's interesting. A young shooting guard, but we'd have to give up a second, so I don't want to do that. Victor Alexander, no. Um, um, Willie Anderson would be good. Damn. We could use him. He'd be your 6th man. I think that's the move. Bring Willie Anderson in. That's gonna help our team out quite a bit. Market news and 4 players. Don't need that. Willie Anderson though. We don't need this Javier Ortega guy though, so we could waive him. Definitely keep Anderson, so we're gonna do that. So now we're bringing in Anderson. It's gonna help with the roster quite a bit. Are gonna see we could. I don't think I can trade him though. Yeah, I can. We trade Charles Thomas. Anything out of him? Oh really? Eh? Yeah, we'll just keep him. We'll waive Ortega. Release him. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling this team right now. We got Percy Wells too. I don't even know how that is. That's fine. Yeah, we'll release Percy Wells. free agents. See, we could go out there and get like Wes Matthews and Michael Adams, and then move Steve Kerr because we're probably not gonna keep him. I wonder how much he's worth. Yeah, not much. Get the vet Spud Webb. Not really a vet, I guess, but get rid of Charles Thomas this way as well. I don't really mind this. I actually don't mind that trade. We just waive him. First and a small forward. I like that too. Alright, so there's two trades that we're kind of interested in. Spud Webb one, because we're getting rid of Charles Thomas. Wish I can trade him at the draft, so you know what? That's not really that important. This though, we're getting a first. Getting another small forward was fine, and we can go out in free agency and get a point guard that way. So this is actually gonna work out. So yeah, that's perfect actually. And we'll just bring in one more point guard because Charles Thomas can play point guard if we need it. Or can I bring in... I could bring in 2 point guards if I want. Alright, what point guard do we want the most? Is there any younger ones? Not really. Like we could bring in Jerry and like Michael Adams.
Changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
You know what, we could do that. We can bring in... Actually, I didn't mean to click that button. I don't want to edit them.
Fire for a wife. Can't rock with that, I ain't wearing a vest. Man have to send her therapy, she got it a lot on her chest. I'm in Jamaica, Orica.
Wait for that to load up so we can back out of it. Then we get some lineup switches to do because we've been doing quite a bit of trades at this deadline, which sometimes might not be good, but hopefully it works out for us. Yeah, we don't need to do anything. We're going to change this return. So we do need a point guard. We could bring in 2 though if we want. We could bring in Valentine too. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna bring in Michael Adams for the 1 year, and then we can bring in Jerry Sighting if. Yeah, we will. So that. So we gotta go to player mentorship now. He's gonna work with Jerry, hopefully. No, that didn't work. Did it? Is the other guy still with him? Yeah. What about the other point guard? Yeah, he has all of them. Alright, we tried. Game plan though. We're gonna see some mix-ups now. So Willie Anderson's now the 6th man, with Michael Adams as the 7, and J.R. Reed I see. Those are three new players for us. Adams, Reed for the free agency, and Anderson got him through a trade. Citing the 9 player, I don't know if we're gonna do that actually. Campbell getting minutes still, that's good. We do need a backup center. I don't want to play small. Well, he can probably play. No, he can't. Yeah, so we're gonna go like this. Give that center some more minutes. Go like that. Our team should be better. It might take a second for the team to start gelling together, but we should be better. Should give us a good team to actually run through the playoffs with. Antonio Davis is back now, so that's big for the team. They're actually going to take Greenwood's minutes away, but that's actually okay. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to rest him. We don't want to get a bigger injury out of that. That Michael Jordan's fully healed. We're actually having a really solid season right now. Signing her, but he's just the third point guard. Alright, so we'll check out the. So Magic Johnson MVP, Larry Johnson Rookie of the Year, Rod Strickland Sixth Player of the Year, Katrine DOP, Kendall Gill Most Improved. We got the Coach of the Year and the Executive of the Year. 68-14 record. Michael Jordan on the second All NBA team. Michael Jordan on the first NBA defensive team. That's it for us for that. With number 1 seed, we'll check out how the team did. Stockton have a solid season. Same with Jordan. Reggie Miller have a solid season a lot actually. Hot Rod being a good defensive player for us, just what we need out of him. Same with Raja. Anderson coming in, he did some work. Adams though, jeez. He filled that stat sheet for us, being that free agency pickup. Same with Reed. Siding did some work. Campbell did work all year. We've had Campbell for a while. Davis. So I think we have a deep enough team now for the playoffs. Before, I don't know, but now we kind of have the team. Hopefully, we get our first championship as we drop game number 1 to the Sonics. Game number 2 is going to go our way. We get to by 12. Miller with 23 leading the team. Dude, Davis is hurt. So we're without a backup center right now, but we got some power forwards that can fill that role. Game 3, we're going to drop by 4. Wow. Alright, we're down 2-1. We got to win 2 straight games to stay in this. Oh, this isn't cool. We might have to really consider blowing this team up some. Because we just don't got it. We just don't got it. We're going to have to consider blowing up the Clippers. When we think we have a team that can do it, we can't do it. So we might have to consider doing something big. Which I don't really want to do, but not winning. Do we have anything cooking in here? We have a potential. There we go. We got the third pick out of that. That's huge. We ended up winning the lottery there, so I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. So we got the third pick and the 26th pick in this draft. And we have nobody. Almost. We gotta get a head coach, head scout, and CFO. Hopefully we can bring back our guy. Hopefully we can bring back all of our guys. Head scout. Hopefully we can find a head scout. Head scouts are not the easiest thing to find. Okay, so we're gonna sign him. We're gonna make sure we send him another offer. Ooh, please tell me we just didn't miss out on him. Sign. Alright, we're gonna get everyone we wanted. Alright, let's get to this draft. Who is the big ticket in this draft? Are we doing something big? You know what we're doing. We're going all in. We're going all in on Shaq. We need something big, and it's the Shaq draft. We gotta do it. We gotta go all out. Yeah, we're going all out. Now the first 3 picks, I'd like any of them. Because Morning, we could make play the power forward. What's their potential? I know Shaq's. Oh yeah. Potential A- should be an A plus. B plus on Morning. B plus on him as well. And you know what? He could be even a big pick for us too. So there's a lot of players here that we could consider getting. So we got to try to get that first pick. That's the most important thing right now. Trying to get that first overall pick. There must be a way for us to get it. Proposed trade. We want their first. We're gonna get it. I'm willing to throw the barn at them. You know, I could maybe get away doing that. Not quite. Could throw them Campbell. Could throw them Charles Thomas. Does that get it done? We're gonna have to give them quite a bit. Oh no. He's an expired deal. What's Hot Rod give us? What if we threw Hot Rod on that and Campbell? And like our first unprotected pick, and another first unprotected pick. Wow. Wow. We threw them the burn to get that pick. We threw them the absolute burn. Wow. I don't know how that's going to look on us. We threw up a lot. Um, two shooting guards, one guy that's been on our team for a long time. He's been very, very reliable. Gave up our long-term power forward, Hot Rod. I wanted to trade Dino, but we just couldn't. So that's unfortunate. Um, and we gave up our 93. No, we gave up our 94 first pick and our 95 first pick. So we gave up first picks back-to-back years. Should have gave up that 96 picks. You think about it now, but we're first up, and we're picking Shaq. Guess who goes number 2? Jim Jackson going number 2, a shooting guard. Dang, so it's everything's in our hands now. Now I could try to recover some stuff and move down a few picks because I'm not really picky on the power forward I get. We could get a young Larry Johnson. Damn. Rookie of the Year Larry Johnson. Or they're willing to give us 2. The 9 and the Ron Harper, Alvin Robertson, Horace Grant. Herb Williams, Roy Henson. Alright, some teams are throwing some big options at us. Oh, they're willing to give us a 5th and the 94th first. I like that too, but they want to. Honestly, this Larry Johnson trade. Larry Johnson and Shaq. Man. Well, we can recoup some stuff doing this one. And I'm thinking I'm still going to have power forward available at that 5th pick. Or do we take Larry Johnson? We could just take Larry Johnson, who is the reigning Rookie of the Year. He was the first pick last year. We're doing it. We're doing it for Larry Johnson. We're going to trade Smith immediately and try to recuperate some stuff out of Smith. Oh, we can't trade him for another 60 days. No. I messed that up. I wouldn't have got him if I knew that was going to be the thing. Alright. We got Larry Johnson, though. That's Larry Johnson and Shaq. Alonzo Mourning was a guy I switched or thinking about getting. Same with Ellis. I was also willing to take him. Oh, yeah, he would have been. Christian Lettner would have been pretty good. And that's who Boston ended up taking. Alright, so I don't think we missed out, though. I think we got the best player we could have. We're going to accept his team option, but he's going to get traded out. We're going to keep Davis as our backup, but we're going to trade out Dino. when we can. And it's time to kind of revamp this team some. We're gonna extend. No, we're not gonna extend. Um, I will extend the J.R. Reed though. So our roster's pretty bare. So we need a backup point guard, backup shooting guard, backup small forward, backup power forward. Center is the only thing we're really good at. Now Dino could be a power forward, I guess. You know, we could move him, but same with Antonio Davis. I could move him and run these two guys as the two big guns. That's a very solid 1-2. But I like Antonio Davis as the forward. Yeah, you gotta think about that. Um, the thing I need the most is a backup power forward. Well, we got a lot of stuff we can do to get that done. We don't get a lot of money. We can bring in Willie Anderson. We can bring Willie Anderson back. Um, which would be sick. We could give him like a 2-year. Try to save some money on him. We're gonna be able to pick him up with his RFA thing anyway. Yeah, we could try to. Well, we do need a power forward. We could bring Greenwood back in, and then obviously try to find someone to upgrade. That's what we're gonna do. We don't need a center, even though we know we're gonna be moving out some centers. Um, but we do need a shooting guard that can come in and step up, but there isn't really any options. I guess we'll just go after badges right now and try to get someone later. Craig Hodges, I guess, is just the best one. Point guards, we kind of got. Well, we got Darnell Valentine to go after. That. And then point guard, we'll go after Valentine. Then we'll look at our roster. So Stockton, Valentine, Craig Hodges, Jordan. Getting Anderson back was big. Greenwood coming back. We'll check out contracts, see if there's any extensions we can do. Raja's saying he will resign. But we're gonna move him. I don't know if we can move him yet though. Like, we can't move him yet, right? No. And we can move Raja now. What about Davis? We can move either one. What can we get out of him right now? Charles Woodridge. Tyrone Hill in the first. That's a good backup power forward. Greg Anthony in a first. Reggie Lewis in a first. That'd be a good backup point guard. Michael Curry and Isaac Austin. That's two young guns. Matumbo in a first. From Bailey. Billy Owens. Billy Owens in the first would be solid too. He's young. He's a 5th pick. He's an 8th pick. Reggie Williams. Sam Bowie. 2 firsts from the Magic. Damn. Tyron Hill, though, at the same time would be good. And a first. You're younger. And we're getting a first. Or we can get the Magic's 2 firsts. I think we take Hill in the first. Saving a little bit of money, not much, but just a little bit. So we'll actually take that. And then that gives us our power forwards. We got our centers. I'm okay at these two, unless we can get someone actually worth trading Davis for. Like if we can find a good vet center. A lot of teams will not give me 2. Ooh, George Cloud, but they'd want a first as well. We're going to keep Davis, but we're going to go out there and get another power forward, or another center, and another shooting guard is what we need. So we need another shooting guard, and we need another center. Just that third option center. You know what, Steve Johnson. And there isn't really anyone here that interests me at all. Like Avery Johnson. I think we just run it. Or no, we need a shooting guard. Yeah, there's not really anyone at the 2 guard that excites me. Center, no real big replacement guys either. We'll sign him. What happens when you do that? Dude. I would have messed up. Let's go to player progression. Alright, Jordan goes up, Stockton goes up, Miller, Larry Johnson goes up, Hill goes up, Davis goes up. Now, we have no excuses next year going in. Low download. So the 93 draft class is what's up next. There it is right there. And that is it for episode 9. I'll catch you in episode 10.